I think going in undecided is a really good choice in just trying to take all these different classes in different fields to try to figure out where your passion can sort of, how do you say it? Yeah. Because like I said, I majored in a really specific major, and now I'm in a completely different field. And while I'm still working with, quote unquote, the brain, it's a very different way of working with the brain. I'm working with people, and it's more what I really wanted to do. And I didn't figure that out until my last semester when I was taking different classes in psychology. So I think being open-minded would be really good going into where you guys are right now.
If I'm doing what I'm excited about and passionate about, I'll be good at it. And if I'm doing good at it, doors will open afterward, even if I'm trying to do something completely different. And in some sense, that has been the case. So even though I did major in aerospace engineering, I actually worked in business consulting after engineering, which really had nothing to do with what I did in college.
For me, I had no idea that I liked marketing. I just knew that I liked this part of, I thought maybe it was like psychology or something, but that was boring to me. But it's kind of, it's kind of similar. So I guess, just kind of experimenting and seeing, remembering what you like and just experimenting, and you'll, find something.
There's some value in saying of pursuing like your dream or whatever it is you want to say. There's definitely some value there. And for example, if there's something that you're very passionate about, it's likely that you're gonna put in a lot of work and you'll become very good at it. When you become very good at it, then you'll be valued we're talking about making money. If you're worried about making money or whatever, or surviving, then you'll be able to do well in something because you're passionate about it. You'll build the skills necessary to be able to do well in it. So if you're considering, for example, like pursuing a passion like art or something, as opposed to pursuing something technical that you don't enjoy, the problem with pursuing something that you don't enjoy is that you might end up in a situation that, like, I know some people that they're doing it, but if they're not really passionate about it, it's very hard to be good at it. So even though it's a field where you can theoretically make a lot of money, you might not actually end up making as much money as you might think because you're not actually doing as well in it. On the other hand, there's also, I also know somebody who, maybe they wanted to pursue their dream or what they thought was their dream, and then when they actually do it, it turns out that it's not actually as exciting as they thought it was going to be. And then, you might end up in a place where you're stuck because you invested all this time and effort and energy into something, and then you find out later on that, no, this isn't actually what I wanted to do. One good thing that I was sort of reflecting just basically on my own experience in university, because I was interested in sort of these sort of two, and I was actually interested in both, like computer science and poetry and some other artistic fields, and I ended up pursuing computer science, but I always thought that it would have been better if I had pursued more of the artistic stuff along with computer science. And one thing that I think is very valuable is if you can sort of combine your passion with something that makes money or something like that. So, for example, if you're an artist and you love doing art or whatever, maybe you could be a UX designer or something like that. There's always, if you can combine skills, then you can actually become even more valuable, because then you have this thing that supposedly makes money, but then you also have this additional skill.
Both my parents are doctors, so I kind of had that pull where, yeah, go to medical school. But part of me just always liked reading and writing. That was my passion, and I sort of mixed it together in college. So don't forget, I think, what you are interested in and your passions.